Welcome, welcome. This is a special for the interest rates for the pound. Normally we don't do this, but since the interest rates are going to be at 3 a.m. at London Open instead of, the usual 8 a.m. our time, Eastern. But all right, let's take a look at it from a daily perspective. So looking at from a daily, this daily candle is coming down bearish. If it's coming down, obviously it's coming down to support level. So we're going to mark that off. Marking off the support level, this is a support area we have where the daily candles have been rejecting. So it seems like this move up was a fake out, possibly a fake out, because there was a support on the daily time frame at around 135,800, which was broken on the 28th October, and then was broken up on 3rd November. 4th November came down. This move up becomes like a fake out. So if this move up is a fake out, then there's a very high probability that we can continue breaking below 134, 135, and then continue on towards 134, 400, right? There's a probability. So we'll need to see if we do break below 135 or we hold 135. So let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame here and let's see what more information we can find. So looking on the 4-hour, this 4-hour candle is coming down bearish. So what we got to do is we got to adjust these zones here. So it seems like there was a resistance formed on the 4-hour here. There was a support formed right over here, which price broke. So price broke the support, came down, and as it's coming down, it's looking left, right? It's looking left, and what price sees is there's some sort of a consolidation area here to the left-hand side. So now we need to see if we're breaking below this area, or are we going to start consolidating to break down in the London session, or are we going to reject? Because now looking on the daily time frame, as we're coming down into the support area on their daily, seems like we may reject this area. So that's why we're coming down to the 4-hour time frame, and now we're going down to the 1-hour time frame, looking at some more information here, because it's like 9:30 p.m. right now, and if we do start consolidating, I think there's going to be a very high probability we're going to have a big breakout. So let's take a look here. So looking on the 1-hour time frame, we're basically breaking below 135,200. Now this was a support held early November before we had this big breakup, right? Remember when price was just ranging for like 16 to 20 hours, we ranged and we broke up. So we basically corrected this whole move up, and we're closing below 135,200. If we're closing below 135,200, then there's a very high probability we may continue down towards 134,900, right? So let's just make the zone a little bit thinner here. Let's make it a little thinner, right? So there's a very high probability we may continue down over here. So let's measure this range. This is a 20 pip range. It's basically not that big enough of a range, right? So let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. The 30-minute is also creating this rejection area. I mean, for the 30-minute candle has to close, right? So this is a rejection area right over here. I think if we start rejecting this area on the 30-minute time frame, then basically we're creating a support on that time frame, and obviously we have a resistance up over here. So let's just make this zone a little bit thinner over here so that it can be more relative to where price is right now. So that's it, perfect, right? So on the 30-minute time frame, we have a resistance forming, we have a support forming. If we break above, we can continue up towards 135,400, which is going to be around 24 pips away. Or if we break down, we may continue down. Now, here's another thing, right? Looking at the interest rates, they're mainly kept the same. And for the most part, what I've seen is that price breaks down, it grabs liquidity, and then it continues moving bullish, right? And that comes from the fact that if the news comes out as expected, right? So if you look at the rates here, they've kept it at 0.1 for a long time. So if they come out as expected, votes are also as expected, that's considered good for the economy, right? For like in terms of the market, that's considered good for the currency pair. Like the perception is good, so that moves price up. So it's still going to be uncertain, but these are the levels that I would be looking at personally. If we do break below 134,900, then obviously we're going to continue down towards, 134,600, 134, 550, those areas, then we can start looking at. But this is where we are stuck at this moment. So if we start ranging, then expect a big break coming closer to the London session. Hope this helps. Good luck, everybody. I know I'm going to wake up in the New York session and I'm going to be like, oh, wow, man, GJ, you moved a lot. What are you going to do now? So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. So have a good London session.